Welcome to the Radar Slinky activity. In the Sonar Slinky activity, you discovered how most new cars use sound waves generated by ultrasonic sensors in their bumpers to detect nearby objects when drivers are backing up or parking. But did you know that there are other types of sensors that use different forms of light waves, like radar, LiDAR, or infrared, to detect objects that are much further away and help warn drivers of potentially dangerous collisions? In this activity, you'll use the Slinky to simulate different forms of light waves or electromagnetic waves, and you'll also learn more about the crash avoidance sensors. For your materials, each person will need a copy of the student activity sheet, a pair of safety goggles, and a centimeter ruler. Each group is going to need a Slinky, a couple of meter sticks, a roll of masking tape, some sort of paper or plastic cup, and then a tablet of some size or a phone so you can video the movement of your Slinky. So now let's take a look at the setup and the group roles. There's 3 members in a group, so I have 2 volunteers. Watson, who's a mechanical engineer, and we have Jacob, who's a digital outreach coordinator here at the Institute. Watson and me, our job is to hold the Slinky firmly and generate pulses and waves. And we need to take turns, not do it at the same time so that the waves don't interfere with each other. Okay? Jacob's job is to use a stopwatch, meter sticks, and the tablet to measure and record data on the waves. A few safety tips. Always wear your safety goggles when the Slinky is stretched. Okay? Don't let go of the Slinky because it could get permanently tangled. And for Jacob, when he's doing the filming, he's only filming the Slinky. Doesn't film any of his students' faces. For the setup, you're going to have a piece of masking tape. That's the length of the Slinky. It's going to act as your resting position marker for your Slinky. Okay? We want to make sure the Slinky stays the same length throughout the whole experiment. And you want to make sure that you don't overstretch your Slinky. To simulate an electromagnetic or light wave, you need to create a transverse wave along your Slinky. Here's how you do it. You snap your wrist back and forth real quickly to create the pulse. Create 1 pulse at a time. Try varying how hard and how quickly you snap your wrist and see how that affects your pulse. In part 1 of this activity, you'll also investigate whether a pulse with a larger amplitude carries more energy. To do that, you're going to place a plastic cup just off to the side of the Slinky, about 10 centimeters. And then you're going to take turns sending pulses of different sizes down the Slinky to hit the cup and see what happens. Next, you need to create a transverse wave. Here's how you do it. You're going to create multiple transverse pulses, one right after the other, like this. Try varying how quickly you create the pulses to see how that affects the frequency and the wavelength of the wave. Because in this lab, you need to actually figure out how those two are related. So to do that, first thing you're going to need to do is measure the wavelength. First, place 2 or 3 meter sticks alongside the Slinky. Then, as one person is creating a wave, one of your partners records 5 to 10 seconds of video. Once you have the video, you can play it and pause it to measure the distance between 2 pulses by zooming in on the Slinky and the meter sticks. The distance between the 2 pulses is the wavelength. Remember the safety tips. Keep your safety glasses on. Hold the Slinky firmly. Don't let go because it can get permanently tangled. So good luck and have fun.